Hello. For once, I'm not busted and ugly. Look at progress. Okay, let's go. I'm MK. This is MK.com. Let's go. .com. You saw the title. Let's get into it. I'm sure some of these are gonna have the same similar answer as what LK did. Lexi, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call her from this point forward yet, but I will be calling her something, and it's not gonna be negative on camera. For the questions that I think we're both gonna have similar answers on, I'm gonna briefly say it, but I might cut it out. So question number 1, what does the name of your channel mean? It's a simple one. LexiieMiyWorlde is kind of a play on our names. My real name has my in it. And it's not hard to find, honestly. I just don't want to be the person that says it because I'm going by MK on this channel. If you know me, you know me. I can't change that. It's not hard to find me. And Lexi, I mean, that's her name. So Lexie, it's a play on let's see my, it's not that hard. Let's see my world, LexiieMiyWorlde. I'm gonna stop talking. Where are you from? So I am from North Carolina. Long story short, I was born in Maryland, a couple years raised in Florida, moved to North Carolina when I was young. I forget, I'm bad at remembering and numbers. So, am I named after anyone? Yes and no. My name is made up, but I guess in theory, I'm named after my dad, so that's fun. What's your height? I'm 5'2" and some change, maybe 5'3", but every time I go to the doctor, they give me a different number. So like, honestly, what is height? Like, I'm short. That's all you need to know. I'm short. What are your favorite things about yourself? Why do we need questions like this? My favorite things about myself. I don't know, I guess my teeth. I've always been really proud of my teeth. I don't know what else. I know how to have fun. My hair, maybe? I don't know. Honestly, never mind, scratch that. I have no favorite things, okay? I'm just a bucket of a hot mess, that's all. Which of your parents are you more like? I was raised by my mom, so I would assume I'm more like my mom, but then she always tells me that I'm like my dad, so anybody who knows me and my parents, it's up to them. I don't know. I mean, it's almost like I'm 50% my mom and like 50% my dad or something. That's crazy. What is your biggest fear? Biggest one. I don't think I have one biggest one. I have like several big ones, but I don't know if I have one biggest one. I guess my biggest fear right now would be dying, but only because I start thinking too much about what happens next and if there's a next. But if there's not a next, then what happens? Like, what is the whole reason for living? And then I just go into this whole like spiral and a journey that I don't need to be on. Not today. Not today. Who was your favorite actor? I don't really have a favorite actor or actress, so I'm gonna skip this one. And by default, I'm gonna skip the next one. Top 3 favorite YouTubers. Okay, now I'm suddenly blanking. Okay, we'll do Kenny JD, Simply Now Logical, and what's her name? Okay, I can't think of any of the people that I watch on YouTube by name all of a sudden because I'm an idiot. I don't know why. Your favorite book? My favorite book has been and probably always will be Tuck Everlasting, even though it wasn't really that great. I see now, but that's my answer. That's all I know. That's all I know. Now it would be different if the question was, what is your favorite reading ever? Cause like, baby, when let me just say fan fiction was wild and ended right there. Okay. Who's your favorite person in the world? My favorite person in the world would have to be me. It's me. But if it had to be somebody other than me, my husband, Giddy boy, Hong Xiong, yes baby. I was a little bit slow there. You almost got me. What's my favorite color? I would say you can tell, but I have my green screen up, so I guess you can't tell. My favorite colors are blue and purple in that order. Literally almost everything that I own is either blue or purple. My bedroom is blue and purple with gray trim, silver, gray trimmings. I have just purple shirt, purple everything, blue and purple. That's the answer. Are you high maintenance? Definitely. I am very high maintenance. I am the definition of one of those girls that guys hate, where they're like, oh, she never says what she's thinking. And the girl's like, I say what I'm thinking. When I tell you to leave me alone, I want you to bother me. Like, that's me. I'm very contradictory of myself, at which, you know, on top of already having like pretty high standards, high maintenance, I'm a picky eater. I low-key, I won't say that because a lot of people have issues with that, but I will say I have some OCD tendencies. Yeah, so high maintenance, baby, high maintenance. If you had more courage, what would you do differently in your life now? Ooh, if I had more courage. Honestly, I don't think my life would change that much, because when I think about it, I have courage for the right things. Like, I wouldn't even say it's courage. I have the confidence to do things that might look courageous to other people who don't have that confidence in that situation, right? But if I had more courage to do certain things, I would probably be a lot worse off, because then that means I would be doing a lot more dumb stuff than what I actually do. I'm thinking about in the past. Now, like in the way past. In the more recent past, and maybe in the future, if I had more courage, I still don't think that would change much, because I would just have the courage to do things that I'm already doing, if that makes sense. Quarantine life, baby. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm coming! This is what happens when you live at home instead of being at university in the privacy of your own apartment/room. I forgot what I was saying about courage, but long story short, if I had more courage, what would I do differently in my life now? I don't think I would do very much differently, because I like to think that I'm courageous in the right times and during the right instances. Otherwise, the courage becomes stupidity, and I don't think that's a good attribute. So, yeah. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? If I get married, I'll probably do that maybe in my 30s or 40s or 50s. I don't see it in the near future at all, and I'm 22 going on 23. But that's not to say a lot, because, you know, I could live for a long time. I could live for the next hour. I don't know. Like, God forbid that, you know, second option. But I don't know, but I also don't particularly want to get married. I don't really see the super benefit of it. What was the first concert you ever attended? So the first concert I've ever attended was, it was definitely KCON, the first one that they had in New York, which was, I think, 2015. New York. It's actually New Jersey. Let's get that straight. It was a slew of different Korean pop artists way back when. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Definitely worth it that year. After that year, I would say they lost their minds. They lost them. Not the idols, but the companies and stuff. They lost their minds. What would you name your daughter and son if you had one? I don't like kids. I don't know. I don't know. The heck? What drains your energy? When people don't listen to me, when people do dumb stuff, when I've been awake for too long, or just when things aren't going my way. I'm very spoiled in that sense. If things don't go my way, I'll just be like, but I think that's more of what makes me angry. What drains my energy, change my answer completely. Negative people and negativity. It drains me so quickly. It's impressive how quickly I'll go from here to here just from people being negative around me. Are you close to anyone now that you initially disliked? No. And part of that is because I'm a terrible person apparently, and I can't keep friends. So there's that. Ooh, okay, so pick one. Exceptional strength or intelligence? I would have to go with exceptional intelligence, because then you could just finesse your way through like everything in life. It would be super easy. I could get everything I wanted, do anything I wanted. Honestly, I wish. Oh, come check ya. Oh, come check ya. Oh, come check ya. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. my green screen fell, and there was just a bunch of other stuff happening, so I decided to stop recording for the day. It's the next day, I've changed, so we're just gonna pick up where we left off, okay? Pick one, forgiveness or vengeance. Yeah, I'm gonna say forgiveness, but only because vengeance takes a lot of effort and I'm really lazy, so I don't have the time or the energy to like go back and get revenge, you know what I'm saying? Free healthcare or free education? Free healthcare, because that's like a standard, right? It would be nice if we could have the basics, free healthcare, free. Nothing's ever really free, but you know what I mean. Halloween or Valentine's Day? Obviously Halloween. Are you kidding me? Who cares about Valentine's Day? Like, even if you're in a relationship, who the heck cares about Valentine's Day? What's so special? What do you do? Go out and eat dinner. Ooh, I can do that on Thursday. Like, come on now. This is ridiculous. Would you rather be a lonely genius or an idiot with a lot of friends? I would rather be an idiot with a lot of friends because idiots live the best lives and they don't care that they're idiots. So, you know, what good would it do me to be a genius? I'd rather be an idiot. They have more fun. Things you didn't expect from childhood. Oh man, I have a long list. I didn't expect for people to still act like they were in freaking middle school / elementary school by the time I hit adulthood. I didn't expect that I wouldn't know how to take care of real life necessities because you never learn it anywhere if your parents don't teach you, and most parents don't teach you because they don't feel like it's necessary or they just don't have the time. I didn't expect to... Man, now that I see, it's always when I try to think about things that I can never think about them, but just out of the blue, they'll come to me. I didn't expect it to be this hard. Like, I knew life was hard. I knew life was going to be hard, but this is rough. Like, this is not for me. It's for the birds. I would like to return to sender. Chief, I need you to come take this. Come get it, because I don't want it. What was your first word? How would I don't know. I wasn't there. What sports did you do growing up? So I did a couple of sports. My favorite was volleyball. I really only did volleyball, like continuously. I did a little bit of soccer when I was really, really young. I did cheerleading in middle school. Hated every second of it. I've played golf and tennis, but never as like a real sport, just kind of goofing around with like family or friends. So I don't know if that technically counts. And the same with like basketball. I never cared about basketball enough to actually play with a team or anything. But if I do end up like on a basketball court or whatever with some friends, I'll shoot a ball. By the way, I said that. You can tell I don't play sports. Have you ever met someone famous? Define met. Because yes, the short answer would be yes. The long answer would be I've met them, but I've never like met them, like had a conversation with them, you know? Like I've gone to a bunch of meet and greets or high touches or photo, whatever you want to call them, because they're really not meet and greets. Let's get that straight. But they were always with either KCON or just the package selection. In like if I'm going to a concert, they'll be like, oh, you can pay an extra $200 whatever dollars. I don't know. I never paid the money to go and say hello to this person, but like you can never really talk to them because they rush you through so fast. Even when you go to a photo, it's like sit, get out. And then for like high touch, just no purpose. You're basically running through a line and like tapping fingers with a person. Just so technically yes, but no. Last film you watched? Little Vampire. I actually just watched Little Vampire again, and I still love that movie. It's still so good. Let me just tell you, Rudolph's sister was a thought, and nobody could convince me otherwise. Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't really believe in love, but also I've never experienced it. So until I do, I believe definitely in attraction at first sight, obviously, because hello. What's your favorite candle scent? I actually have it somewhere. It's like the almost woody / musky, but not like stanky musky, but like, you know, musky, manly scent. I love candles that smell like that. I have one over here. Hold on. So I have this one. It's black sesame natural soy candle. Sensational. This one, I really like this one. Yeah. I really like this one, and I like ones that are very similar to this one. I used to have like 3 candles, but I have run through them because I like them. The last thing that made you cry? I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. You got me. I mean, not to say I don't cry. I just don't remember. I have the brain like the size of a pea, and it takes a lot for me to remember things that aren't important, and a lot of things just aren't important. Would you consider yourself romantic? I would. I think I would, but I don't think of it as obnoxiously or out of the way romantic. I think of it as practical romantic. I guess it also depends on love language styles of myself and the other person that I was trying to be romantic for, I would say that I am realistically romantic. What pisses you? Girl, do not get me started. There's a lot of things, but first of all, let me just say soggy bread. I would start a war over some soggy bread. Never, ever try to serve me soggy bread. That's just the quickest way to get your head bit off. Soggy, who does that? Like who? Why do people eat soggy bread? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. How many pillows do you sleep with? At least 4. Are you a more artistic or mathematical person? This is an easy one. I'm definitely more artistic than I am mathematical. I suck at math. Like there's literally a switch in my brain, and if I don't feel like hitting that switch to do math, even like 1 + 1, my brain will not compute. It'll be like error not found. Like, what's 1 + 1? I don't know. I didn't hit the switch. Give me like 2 minutes. I can get you. I got you. I got you. But if I don't, it's like just blankness. No numbers in my head. No nothing. Don't try to ask me math, especially if I don't feel like it. That's why I suck at Monopoly. I'm pretty sure people are always cheating me because they be taking my money, especially if they play in the bank. And they're the ones that are good at math, and they go, oh no, I just owe you like $12, and I'm like, sounds good to me, sure. Favorite alcoholic drink? I'm not particularly picky, just no beer, no wine, nothing like fermented and bubbly. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? I'm an introverted extrovert. Did you get along as children? No, actually, fun fact, me and Lexi did not get along as children, mostly because all of my family hated me. I was a very annoying child. I acknowledge that. I understand. I hate children, so I also double understand. What's your favorite thing about each other? Can I skip? I don't know. It's hard to do. I hate questions like this, where it's like, what's your favorite thing? What's your best blah blah? I hate these kind of questions because it always puts you on the spot and you never know what to say. So I'm just gonna skip. What's your nickname for the other? My nickname for Lexie is Alex. I don't know why. I just like to call her Alex. Which of you is the laziest? I would like to say me, but I know that's not true. I'm lazy, but if I have the energy / motivation, I could just do it. I don't care. If I feel like doing it, then I will do it. But sometimes I know Lexie is like, I want to do it, but that involves movement. And I'm like, yes, but I'ma still do it. What's the age gap between you? 5 years? Something like that? I think like 5 years. Describe each other in 1 word. 1 word? I can think of 2-word descriptions. This is a difficult one. 1 word to describe. 1 word.
1 eternity later.
Buffoon. In your opinion, who will be married first? More than likely me, because I'm not completely turned off to the idea of marriage. It's just unlikely, and I don't see the point in marriage itself, but I would probably be the first of us 2 to get married, realistically. Who is more active on social media? We're both pretty active. It just depends on which social media platform, because I'm usually more active on Instagram, and Lexie's usually more active on Twitter. Where was the last place we traveled to? I think maybe Hawaii was the last place we went together. Or no, either Hawaii or Atlanta. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. What was the other dressed as for Halloween last year? I think she was Ivy, something Ivy, Green Ivy, Blue Ivy, not Blue Ivy, Green Ivy. I don't know the character, but it was some character with Ivy and like red hair. I think it's DC. I think it's a DC character. Favorite memory together? I don't know. I have a lot of good ones. I can't think of one in particular. Okay, I guess I'll have to go with the time that we both went to California and my phone got lost, but then we realized it didn't get lost, it got stolen. Yeah, that was a journey. That was pretty recent too. That's all the questions for today. Maybe we'll get some more questions for another part, probably way down the line. But until then, you can see me in the next video.